Let's talk about the Quattro education system specifically as it relates to placement specialists and their compensation. You've heard us say over and over again the placement specialist is the backbone of what we do. That's what makes us unique. Why is that? Well, now's a good time to talk about what makes this different than other things that a person might be involved in. Why is that relative to compensation? Because if somebody throws all these neat little wonderful numbers at you but they don't make any sense and they're not actually realistic, then you need to know that. So why does this work when other things fail? Well, that's very simple. And why is that? Because the entire Quattro education system is based on the premise that if a program is relying on individual recruiting, it cannot be sustained. See, the problem isn't that you can go out and get people to do a program like this. You certainly can. You certainly can. However, are the people that you have involved in this going to be able to do the same thing you just did? Maybe they can as well. But are the people that are going to be direct to them, if you will, four people, is everyone going to be able to get what they need to make this thing work? It looks good on paper, but we know, based on experience, it does not work. It may work for some, but it never works for all or even a high percentage of them. So, by replacing the requirement that each new person must be responsible for adding new people, in other words, we don't have people recruit, then we fix the thing that is broke. What do? We have professional salespeople, and there are plenty of them out there that if you compensate them properly and you give them a good product to sell, they can make this happen, and that's exactly what we do. Those people know how to do this. So it's not up to you to find 4 people and show them the program and get them involved. We leave that up to the professionals. We call these people placement specialists because they do a lot more than just sell. They get the people involved in the program, they get them plugged into the training, they get them through orientation so that they can actually start making money the very same day. They put everything in place because they're highly trained, but it's not difficult for them to do their job. They're just familiar with it, so that way you don't have to do it, they do it for you. Now, once you've got a group established, and that usually only takes 48 hours from the time you actually come into the business, it's fully established. Now, this new business owner can now take advantage of automatic placements because people are now going to come to their class, their group, if you will, automatically based on their first initial program has been set up. The placement specialist does that. Since this phase is handled by us, the placement specialist, then the business will work regardless of the person's ability. They just now sit back and manage the people that are going to be given to them by the system, and in order to make them that happen, they did not have to go out and find the people or get the people in the program. We have the professionals do that, and that's why this works when other programs fail. So, let's run some numbers. Now, I'm going to go through these numbers very quickly because then I'm going to give it to you in plain English so that perhaps you'll better understand. But the premise is this, that every day you're going to bring in 4 new people. And at the same time, you're going to bring in 2 placement specialists. Is that doable? Well, sure. 4 new people easily because you're selling a great product to people who have asked for this information. And it's an easy product to place because the pricing is right, the benefits are right, everything is there that these folks need. You're a professional salesperson, you see it already. This thing can work because it benefits them as well as ourselves. So, the placement specialist, can you get other people to sell it? Well, sure, for the very same reasons. Because they're well compensated for selling a fantastic product. So every single day this will be a constant. You will be getting $100 a day just for the 4 new students, and because the previous day you added 2 placement specialists, those individuals will be giving you, those individuals that added to your group from them will be giving you $100 every day. Not the same people, but remember you're adding 2 new placement specialists a day, which means the very next day, as that placement specialist fills that group, 2 more people will be coming to you. It's a different placement specialist, a different set of people, but 2 new ones come to you every day and give you the 4 that makes up the $100 in this instance. So every day that's the standard. $100 from your direct sales and $100 from your indirect sales, which is your pass-ups. But then there's a neat thing that happens. You now have a group that's working. And remember we said those numbers double every day? Well, it does. But you're not the one doing them. You've brought in placement specialists to assist, just like we're bringing them in to assist others and doing the same thing. So, by day 4, now you're getting that standard $100 each for those 2 programs, but you've got 16 people which are being paid, or which are paying you as pass-ups, so now it goes to $400. So it starts at $100 on day 2, $200 on day 3, $400, it'll go up to $800, $1,600, it's doubling every day. And is that possible? Yes, because you have placement specialists that you're bringing into the system that are handling these people. It's not the efforts of one person getting 64 people. It's 10 people getting 64 people, which makes it a lot easier to handle. Or it could be 1,000 people and the numbers are proportional. That's why this system works, because it puts people in place to support every generation and every group, regardless of how many groups there are. But another wonderful thing happens on day 4. The people that you brought in on day 1 are now earning enough money because of the efforts of these placement specialists that they can afford their full tuition, and now they are required to upgrade. What does that mean? Those 2 people that were on day 1 will each give you $100 on day 4. $100 each means you got $200 from the 2 people that came in on day 1. And that's going to double every day, because on day 5, you go back to day 2, which what did you do on day 2? You brought in 4 new people. And then the next day you brought in 8. Then the next day you brought in 16, 32, 64. So guess what? You see what happens. Your tuition upgrades amount to $100 a day for everyone that was brought in 4 days previous. So it goes from 2, 4, 8. You can see the way it's going to increase. So now in just the first week, you're now up to, and it won't stop there, $2,600 a day from all these efforts that are happening, from all the people you brought into a program that's easy to place them in. You've made $5,000 in just the first week. Now let's put that in plain English. Okay? Now at this point I want to encourage you, we give you a PDF file for every single video we do. As much as we'd love you to watch the videos, we want to give you the ability to go back and look at these things in detail and do the math yourself. By reading the file, you can do that. But let's do the plain English right here. Day 1. You looked at your master lead sheet. There are the email addresses, the names, and phone numbers of individuals who have filled out forms online requesting information about a home-based business opportunity. They want to work from home and they want to make some money. Great. You call them up, you screen them, you send them the marketing material, and you walk them through the enrollment process. You're giving them information about the Quattro education system, which is a private institute teaching advanced entrepreneurial skills as well as basic and advanced computer skills. You can explain to them how they will be able to earn while they learn. This enables them to be able to have an opportunity to operate a home-based business with our model, which will let them, with a one-time expense of $25, actually earn a full-time income and no additional out-of-pocket expense ever. You can point out the other relevant benefits. They get paid directly. They don't get paid monthly, weekly, daily. They get paid not even hourly. They get paid in real time. You can explain how they're going to receive 100% commission directly and 100% residual paid month after month on the very same tuition. That they and the people they bring in will have daily classes, live classes, Monday through Friday, both day and evening. They'll have one-on-one mentoring, hours of online instruction, and a huge archive of audio, video, written materials, webinars, everything you can possibly imagine, so that this person will know what they need to do with daily mentoring sessions. Even if this person never reads a word, they will have what they need to be successful, because that's what the school provides. That's what they're paying you the tuition for. And they do this month after month, because we go from being instructor to consultant. And they will stay with us always because we give them the software to run their business. So you enroll them, you plug them into the training programs, and they start earning money immediately. Now, you're also going to be contacting individuals who responded to ads that our marketing specialists put out. Basically, it's just simply saying direct sales from your home. And we're saying you're going to earn lots of money because that's what this compensation plan is demonstrating. So we're going to tell them the product that they're selling, as we just went over. They're going to tell them how they're going to do it, what they're going to get for it, and basically you're going to go out and get what is out there. Because you can tell these potential salespeople, no, you're not coming in to join something. You're not paying us any money. We're giving you a job. It's not an MLM. It's not network marketing. You're not going to be selling some to your friends and family, because here's the problem. Many of those people have answered what they think is a job ad, and they've actually found out that somebody's asking them to join something. So unfortunately, we have to assure them that this is a job. And another thing, these people used to make $100,000 a year in direct sales. Many of them real estate, mortgages, jewelry, luxury cars, timeshares, insurance. These people are used to making big bucks. But guess what? They need the income now because they have been out of work for a while. When you can show them they can make real income right away from their location, they're going to want to know how to do it, and it's not difficult because we provide everything they need. They're going to be in this thing with you, so it's not difficult, as you can imagine, to get 2 people a day to come in and help you sell this thing. So we ask them basically, everybody to get 4 new students a day based on a program that's easy to place, on leads that people have requested information on, and 2 new placement specialists from leads that people have said, you want a job, we'll give you one. So that's what you're working with, and that's how you make this thing happen. So you get them through, and they will start earning right away, and you will get paid, and you will be compensated as they do. So what happens? Great. Day 1, you're able to get these folks in there. You've earned your $50, went right into your PayPal. Day 2, as we've already pointed out, 2 students you added. You're getting your $100 a day for the same process. The 4 new students you bring in plus the 4 students that were added by the placement specialist on your behalf the day before. So that's the same constant $100. But as we said before, the thing that's going to go up day after day are going to be the number of people in your group that other placement specialists are providing you the people to be able to join your group from. They're placing them in your group with a placement specialist to do the job. You're not involved with all these people. So when we hit you with a number like 128 or 256 or 512, those people have placement specialists assigned to them by other placement specialists in the system. Everyone is supported. That's why this works. So you basically go through. So remember then, the placement specialists are doing the work. That's why it's manageable. So each day, as we pointed out before, you're making more and more money. You start getting the full tuitions paid to you on day 4. We've talked about that. But by then, you've got 8 placement specialists working on your behalf and on behalf of the other people involved. So that it's easy to see how this money can grow week after week, day after day. All the way up to just day 6 in our example. Now you're making over $2,600 a day, and it will only grow from there. So let's do one thing that's needed to make this thing come together. You have to do what we call a parameter check. Remember before we said this thing fails where you say, okay, this program works if you go out and recruit 4 people, and then you teach them what they need to do to go out and also recruit 4 people. The parameter check on that would be, is that realistic? Can you get 4 people who every single time without fail will find 4 people who will in turn find 4 people? Well, it fails because we know, based on experience, that it just doesn't happen. Doesn't matter why, it just doesn't happen. Therefore, the parameter check is it's failed. Because in a parameter check like this, every one of these things must remain true for it to work. One thing falls out of place and it doesn't work. So let's talk about what the parameters are. Can you add 4 new students a day based on what we've given you? The marketing material, the product that you're selling, the amount of money you're asking people to contribute to be able to make this potential money every day working from home, which is what they asked. Is it realistic to get those 4 new people a day? We say yes. You check it out. You do the numbers. Who are you calling? What are you selling? Can you do 4 a day? And it's not going to take you all day to do it. But here, 4 a day. Can you find 2 new placement specialists? In other words, can you bring 2 people who know how to sell into this program based on the compensation we're talking about now? Will they be willing to come in and sell this product with you? Can you get 2 of those? Based on ads that we've placed and they've responded to saying, yes, I want to work from home and I want to make this money. Well, obviously they know they're going to be selling something. Is the something that they're selling sellable? Absolutely. Are they getting paid good money to do it? Yes. So why would they not do this program? They will. If they want to make money and they need to make money now as opposed to some payday in the future, then you know they're going to be there with you. They're all in. All right, so you filled your own personal groups on day 1, and you've been getting paid daily for those groups, and the other people also are doing the same thing by adding their 4 new students. So you now know what you're going to be selling because you have a working model. You only participated on day 1 for yourself, setting up your group, and you now see that people are being added automatically, not through your efforts, but the system is, the other placement specialists are putting them in there. So the idea is, does a placement specialist earn this money? Yes. Will they have the ability to fill these groups if there's enough of them out there? Absolutely. Will this automatically grow in the fashion we're saying? Yes, because there are people in place that make it happen. So, parameter checks, you do the math. Have we fulfilled those requirements? Can you sell for? Can you get two people that'll sell for with you? Does this product work? Does it make the money? Yes. So, now you check your math. If you can place those 4 per day, if you can get people involved in a home-based business that asks for just a $25 one-time expense with no out-of-pocket expense ever, then yes, you can sell this. Can you get other people with sales experience? With sales experience, given the numbers here, will they be able to do this with no startup costs on their behalf? They pay nothing. They're getting a job. It's a real job. They're going to get paid to do it, and they're going to get paid today. Okay? By offering this business opportunity to other people who, even though those people are paying their $25, they're certainly getting maximum value for it. But that's the thing that we're selling. And we feel good about selling it because we know what they're going to get for it. So, if this is all true, does it add up? Well, you can find that out and you can do it today. That's the good thing. All right, now, one last thing. Because you're paid directly, you're also responsible for your own business. You have to report your own income. You have to deal with your own tax issues. You're not going to get a W-2, of course, and you're not going to get a 1099 because we don't get any money from you. You don't pay us anything. Therefore, we can't report your income because we don't know what you make. That's your business we're setting up. We don't even get your Social Security number. That's between you and your merchant account. And what happens there is entirely your business because it's your business. Okay, so in conclusion, placement specialists work with the software and the instruction that we give because we are the school which teaches a model which makes this all happen. The students don't pay us, they pay you. Because one of our beliefs, amongst many, is it does not take money to make money. It doesn't take money to make money, it takes knowledge, and we provide the knowledge. With that knowledge and all of the marketing tools we give you, you can help people get their home-based business that they want. And you can help others sell this when they have their skills. They, in turn, will be able to make this happen for themselves, and you benefit and they benefit.